Okay, so our Atlanta adventure continues. Your boys Ace and Viz, and we are sat here with a legend in his very own studio, Dallas Austin. What's happening?
What's happening?
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Right. You liking the A so far?
Yeah, man. I mean, we've been to Hooters.
Hooters?
Hooters, yeah, Hooters. We have to say it in an American accent. Hooters.
You're in the wrong spot.
Wrong spot, no?
Where should we be checking out?
Okay, if you're going to go close to Hooters and you ain't check out the Cheetah, or you ain't check out Magic City if you want to go real hardcore.
Yeah, we want to go Magic City. Talk to us about Magic City. What's it like?
Want to go, well, Magic City is where you want to go. It's like you really want to go see really hardcore Atlanta blackness.
Yeah.
Like when you want to see some real, like, you know, it's legendary for having like all the tricks and all of that. It's the strip club of the South in a way.
Speaking of legendary, you're legendary yourself, right?
Well, man, I hope so, man. You know.
You've worked with, you know, so
too many names.
An incredible roster of artists, man, which is just absolutely, it's amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's been a nice journey, man. And it's a trip because there's so many different types of artists that a lot of times, you know, they don't really connect as far as like a sound but it's been like all over the place, man. I've been fortunate enough to work with, like, you know, a different variation of artists all my life.
Can we go way back to Highland Place Mobsters?
Oh, man.
I believe I was probably one of the only people in the UK that bought that 12-inch vinyl.
Highland Place Mobsters, man, that was incredible. That was like, we one of the first acts signed on the Face Records.
You know what's funny? You guys were like the bad Jodeci, and Jodeci were bad already, so you were like super mean.
Yeah, we were like worse than the Jodeci anyway.
Because you kind of took New Jack Swing like somewhere else. It was kind of very polished at the time, and there was guys with leans and they had like shiny suits on, but you kind of put more hip hop into it. Was that a conscious thing?
Yeah, because I wanted to be like the Bomb Squad. You know, I was really heavy into Public Enemy, and like, you know, if you listen to a Public Enemy record, they got like 64 tracks of samples. And like they would make that become music by this, they were the first ones to kind of, the Bomb Squad rather, was the first one to kind of orchestrate samples and make all these different samples turn into something. And first it's like a bunch of noise, and then all of a sudden, like, man, it works. So I took that formula and started writing songs over it. So like, the bad part about it is like, you look at Another Bad Creation or even TLC, it got like 21 samples on one record, 42 samples on another record, 36 samples on another record. That became my like little formula for that time. Something
that's really fascinating, the Michael Jackson remix you did, and it featured Notorious B.I.G.
Oh yeah, no, well, that's a funny story because it's a song I did on his album called This Time Around, and the first track was supposed to be on the song, so it was like Naughty by Nature was huge.
Yeah. And
so Michael was like, well, you know, what about Notorious B.I.G.? And I was like, you want Biggie on the record? And he was like,
he actually said that.
No,
Michael Jackson said to you, I want Notorious B.I.G. on this record.
Yeah, because at the time Biggie was like the kid of him being in, you know, the tension and being hot, and so I was like, okay. And so he called Biggie, and then he came to the studio. So me and him went riding around in the car to listen to the song.
Okay. And you and Michael, or you and Biggie?
No, me and Biggie.
Okay. And
Biggie was like, yo, man, you know, this is a trip to even be sitting in the car with you, thinking I'm about to rap on a Michael Jackson record. What should I say? So I think he just wants you to do what you would do, you know, on it. And so first he came with this rhyme, and it was like kind of like a clean rhyme or whatever. And he was like, all right. But then he was like, I don't know, man, that's not really what I would do. I said, well, you probably should just do what you would do. And the next rhyme just came out like, like a Biggie rhyme. So I was like, I wonder if Michael, you know, he's probably gonna make us take out nigga and ass and all this, you know, and motherfuckers and that. And Michael heard it, he's like, I love it, it's great. Yeah, it is.
That's incredible. One of your people, one of your team, Corey Enemy, told me that Tupac used to sleep. Is it this studio? Is it this studio?
Well, Studio B. It's funny because the studio has had so much history in it because it's really one of the first studios in Atlanta. And it was like where it was like a producer-owned studio. And at first I would only let my friends work in it. So like George Clinton, or 9 Inch Nails, or then, you know, so a Tupac, or like, and then it kind of opened up to like a studio in a way. And then it turned into like mayhem. Like Pharrell and them would be in the corner over in the backside, or like, and I didn't really have time because I would be, you know, making records at the time. So I'd be in and out of town and had a record label, and it's like, and it's so many people, 112, like everybody out of Atlanta, period, has come through the studio and started in the studio some form of fact. People I didn't even know started here. Like, man, I remember I was at DARP, and I was like, man, you used to work there, you was there too?
We've recently seen Chris Brown's artwork. He decided to leave some artwork in the hallway, the lounge area. What do you think was going through his mind when he tagged up the walls with that interesting picture?
Well, it's funny because he was, you know, he saw everybody else had kind of been here doing it and making the building art pieces. Like, is it all right if I draw on the walls? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And
We're gonna draw on the walls, by the way.
Yeah, you have
That's
to
cool.
before you leave.
Yeah,
Excellent,
cool.
no problem.
We're not that good with art, but you know,
Right.
at
As
least something.
long as you can tag it, we good. But he was actually, it's funny because he was working on he was playing Beautiful People and kind of doing like some filming for that, and so when he first started drawing, I was like, is that Hellboy? You know, and it was like he had a character. He had a character he's looking at. And he was looking at the character and drawing it at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude is really ill.
Having said that, how do you feel about, you know, UK music? I know you've worked with Leona Lewis and the Sugar Babes. I know you're about to work with a few more people, artists from the UK. I'll let you say if you want to say that. But how do you feel about UK music as a whole for the UK fans out there?
I'm a big UK fanatic, and everybody that knows me from there and all my friends over there and everything, they know that I love London more than anything. And like I've always been that way. I used to want to be Flood when I was little. I was like, I want to sound like Depeche Mode. I want to be like, you know, because over here in the '80s, all Euro records was all we listened to. Like every song on the radio was like from the UK. And
real?
so you go in the classroom, you like, you know, Duran, you know, Depeche Mode. It's like, you know, Dexys Midnight Runners. It's like everything, you know, Spandau Ballet. Everybody was just like UK. So that's how I grew up. So the funny part about going there now, when I first started working over there and doing Sugar Babes and now just finishing McFly and, you know, and Khalees Tricked Me and all that stuff, it was like, I loved it because when I go there, it's easy to just make the song I want to make.
Do you remember like your first meetings with TLC? What was it like when you first got in the studio with them?
I started laughing because I was like, oh no, not y'all too. You want to be stars too? Because by this time in Atlanta, everybody was like, okay, we're going to be a group. We're going to be a group. We're going to be a group. So we all knew each other. Like I knew Tion from going to the skate rink all the time. So me and T-Boz were friends before we did TLC.
Yeah.
And I knew Chili from just kind of like being from Columbus and kind of seeing her around. And LA asked me, he said, what do you think they should be? And I said, we got to be the guy and the girls, you know, but at the same rate, you got to be fun. I said, because, you know, they're a lot of fun. And back then, everybody was dressing in cross colors and everything. And so I was like, they got to be cartoonish.
Right now in the UK, the dubstep scene is absolutely killing it. We understand that you are creating some dubstep bangers yourself.
Well, yeah, it's me. It's really me and Corey. Let's go to work and let's knock everybody out. Let's go and really turn up the volume on great songs, great production, and just go on purpose to really make an art form out of music. And so it would be unfair to the people that really just do hardcore dubstep to say that we're running hardcore dubstep. What we're doing is running gumbo. It's like I'm taking every element from everything great and putting it all together. Because it's like, damn, is it junk on the drums? Oh no, that's dubstep. Well, no, wait, that's classical. Oh wait. Hold on, you know, is that jazz in there? What is it? You know, and that's our whole point, is to make art, to make it where you listen to it and say, how did they do that?
Without giving away too much of your secrets, there's so many kind of, you know, there's so many kind of young people across the world at the moment that are bedroom producers. They got their laptops, their little programs and whatever, and they want to be super producers and writers like yourself. What advice would you give them?
Now I got this electronics company, and I partnered with, and we have a beat machine that you're about to see in about 5 seconds. It comes out in June. It comes out 3,000 sounds, EQ done, fattened up, and done up by your boys. Right? And it's easier than MPC. Got way more power than MPC 60s. As you see, it runs. You go wireless to take the cord out, put your headphones on, and continue to make your joints. So look out for this machine right here, because it's going to change your life. If you want to be a producer, or anywhere near it, you got to get this machine.
What are the retail prices on those? Do you know?
Well, that one is like 1,500, which and the MPC is 1,800. But you're not getting 3,000 sounds with MPC. That's dope.
Crazy.
And it comes with a virtual instrument version.
Yeah, and it comes with a virtual version with it. So when you get it, you have a virtual version and a regular version. But you will not have enough time to get through all the sounds. You're gonna go brain dead before your face is gonna just melt. And you're just like, what? How many sounds are just dope like this? It's just,
if I buy the machine, I can produce Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
You can produce a lot of joints. Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Probably What About Your Friends?
Yeah, all of those I can
all
produce.
All of those, man.
Oh,
yep, right there.
Thank you, man. Respect.
Thank you, man. I'll see y'all when I come to UK.
Definitely, man.